Okay, now hello wherever you are. Today we're going to finish our um, discussion of data structures, and as my videos tend to be really long, I decided to make it shorter so as you know the theory, you know the tasks needed to be done. So I decided just to show you what I have already come with. And today we will discuss the solutions, my solutions for number 8 and number 9, and then we'll start talking about the functions. So let's start. As the task number 8, we need to write down the function for filtrating the lists according to the condition. So, I interpreted it in a way that this condition should be entered by the user, which made it much more fun. And the solution is pretty neat, and so, like, look at that. It has 4 lines, in which one is the generating of the list we're going to filter. Isn't it pretty? So, basically, it works pretty simply. Our user writes down the equation according to which our list is going to be filtered. We keep it just as a string. Why? Because we will use a very interesting function in here. Then to generate the filtered list, we will do list comprehension. List comprehension, thank you very much that you exist. It does so much profit. But after that, we, of course, filter our numbers list that has been generated. We add if, we add our condition. So to do that, we use eval function, which basically is going to evaluate everything that our user would type as an equation to follow while filtering. So if the element answers the restrictions in the equation, it will be added, otherwise it won't be added. A little bit deeper into the arguments of this function. As you can see, there are 3 arguments here divided by commas. The first argument is going to be our equation that we get from the input. The second one is called global variables. In here, you list all the variables that your function eval will be let to work with. In this case, we definitely needed to work only with our I and nothing else. And then it's local, which actually we don't need any. And we would really like our eval function to not have any access to any of the built-in functions or variables. So basically we can get rid of these 2 arguments, but for the sake of security reasons, well, theoretically, if this would be used, we also need to pay attention to placing those 2 arguments into this function so that this function can't even theoretically use any other variables or built-in function. Because otherwise, if you don't do it, the user can type in everything he wants, he or she, sorry, and then it will be evaluated, it will be performed just as Python script, and we definitely don't want it, right? And then we just print our filtered list. Let's have a look at how it works. Basically, we have the list of numerics from 0 to 999. How we're gonna filter it? Well, the simplest part probably is just to make it like if E can be divided into 27 without any exceed, and e can be divided into 4 without any exceed. And oh, we have those numbers actually. Wow. Huh. Surprising. Yeah. So as you see, it works pretty fine and works pretty quickly. Really. 4 lines, guys. 4 lines. As to our task number 9, what do we have over here? Yums. We need to make a simple database of students using dictionaries. So first of all, we need to initiate our database variable, which is going to be a dictionary with next arguments. Oh, it's not actually an argument. Anyway, dictionaries consists is basically like a list of keys and values, and as a key we're going to use ID. As a value we're going to be using the list of parameters of our students. So then we initiate the infinite cycle, as we don't really want our program to shut down after each iteration without saving any data at all. So we ask our user to choose an action. It's going to be display, add, edit, or delete. And if we want to display, we just display it as a normal dictionary. So you can see the structure is pretty simple and pretty understandable. When it comes to number 2, we need to add. And here it comes a tricky point. So you can make IDs in several different ways. I decided that I would really like it to be generated automatically, but I want to keep it short. I want to keep it understandable, and it's going to be our orderal number of the line, right? So we just add a new line with the ID that's going to be basically the length of the list of the lines already existing in the database. I know it's going to be it's going to sound pretty complicated, but if you look at this, it's going to be pretty simple. And we just add our data, which is just an input line, split it so as it is the list. If we want to edit something, actually it's even easier. You just print, display the whole database. You want the user to choose the line, which is going to be edited according to the ID of the student. It's don't forget to make it integer, otherwise it won't work. And then our user inputs the needed data, the new data, and we just edit it using basic functions of dictionaries in this line. When it comes to delete, we display, we choose a line to delete, and we just pop it. The function pop doesn't just delete the line, it basically deletes and returns it. So that's a function we will discuss a little bit later. But as for now, pop is quite commonly used in such situations, I believe. I have a warning for you though. This type of program has a glitch. You see, I'll explain it to you while demonstrating how it all works, and you will understand it easier. So first of all, we're going to display, and as you see, we can see our only existing line, this one. So let's edit something. For example, our first student is going to be Harry Potter, and as we split our line by spaces, you want to make sure that any of the elements do not have any spaces uh, in the middle, so Harry Potter should be written with the underscore or some sort of a dash. And then he's gonna be 11, and Gryffindor 1999. I guess that would be his group. Then we add Ron Weasley. Oh, sorry. It's gonna be 11 as well, and it's the same group. Gryffindor. Let's add someone from another faculty, and of course, oh no, sorry, add. Of course, it's gonna be Draco, right? Draco Malfoy. 11 as well, but in this case, it's gonna be S91. And let's display it. So as you see, we have all our students entered in here. So we now would like probably to edit something, right? Let's edit Draco, as he seems to be a Death Eater. So we will send him to the appropriate group. What? Oh, I had to enter ID. Oh my god. My god. Sorry. So sorry. Let's do it one more time. So, Harry Potter 11 G91. Then we want to add again, and it's gonna be Weasley 11 G1. As you see, Draco doesn't want us to alter, to reveal that he's a Death Eater. Yeah, so we have it. No, we don't have it. Why don't we have it? Because I'm not very good at typing when it's 10 p.m. Okay, so I really wanted to avoid that, you watching me like trying to untangle my thoughts, but whatsoever. And S91, yes, now display, and we have it. So now let's edit, as I've already said. So 3, enter the ID of the line you would like to edit, and it's going to be 3. Like to edit Draco. So he's still Draco Malfoy, he's still 11. Well, I hope Lucius won't kill me for this non-capitalized Malfoy. But also he's gonna be now in the Death Eaters group. Let's look at that, and as you can see, yeah, it is in here. So I guess that now we can delete someone, as Malfoy appears to be Death Eater, he's going to be expelled. So we will delete. Who are we going to delete? We're going to delete, surprisingly, but Ron Weasley, just because. And as you can see, we have come to the glitch. So now we have only 3 lines, and the last one has an ID 3. But when we add something, we add a new line with an ID that is basically the length of the number of the lines. This is going to be 0. This is going to be 1. This is going to be 2. And if we now try to add something, it's going to be 3, but we already have 3. So the only thing we're going to do is just rewrite all the information about Draco Malfoy. It's a glitch, it's a bug, it needs to be fixed, but to keep it neat, to keep it simple, not to pay too much attention to anything happening in this just starting, right? I wouldn't pay attention to that. Basically, if you want to make it really simple, you can just place ID function here. You just type basically 2 letters ID, non-capitalized of course, and it is basically a built-in Python function that's gonna generate ID for you. But it's simpler. You just need one number. Yeah, in my case. So yeah, it has a glitch. It can be easily avoided. I don't want to pay lots of time to that. Just remember that there is always a way to improve what you are doing. So that's it for today, and that's it for data structures. And as I've already said, our next big part is going to be functions and object-oriented programming. This is a very big topic, and this topic is extremely important for our further progress as it involves functions. And as the beginners in programming, when we come to the job, maybe, hopefully, eventually, we will spend most of our time writing functions, as functions run programming world. And there are some different types of functions. They have their own structure. They can be done using different technologies, synchronous, asynchronous, lambda functions without any name. It's a very interesting and very important topic, so I guess that we will have to spend some time exploring it, so that everything is clear, as clear as possible. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for paying attention to my channel, paying attention to what I'm doing. Surprisingly, but there are even some views. And yeah, thank you very much. I do really hope that you wouldn't mind leaving some comments explaining me what can be added, what can be altered, what can be improved, so that I would be able to grow professionally. And remember, even if you're a complete dabbler, just keep pushing and you will get your goal. With this being said, thank you very much and see you in the next video.